Hey guys, I'm Michelle from New York, and I am a new Disney College Program hopeful. I applied last week on September 7th. The applications actually came out on September 6th at 10 o'clock. I was in class and I saw them online and got really excited, but I figured I'd wait till the next day to make sure that I was really ready for it. This is really going to be something that I want to do for my friends and my family at home. Hopefully I'll get into the Disney College Program, and this will kind of be my way of connecting with them and kind of telling them what's going on with me while I'm away from home. Actually, nobody really knows that I applied yet. Just my parents and some people from work and my best friend are the only people that really know that I did apply, mostly because if I don't get in, I don't want anybody to, well, mostly me, to be disappointed in myself. But I can't wait to find out, and hopefully I'll be telling everybody good news. But this is really just to talk a little bit about the application process and the web-based interview, because I was really nervous for my application, and I'm sure a lot of other people are too. I watched some videos on YouTube like this one, and it really seriously helped me out when I was looking to apply. Basically, the application is really, really simple. Just like any other application that you would do for a job, they ask you your background, a couple like volunteer experience, school experience. I transferred colleges 3 times and I put all 3 colleges on there. Hopefully that won't hurt me in the long run. I also put in all the jobs that I've had in the past couple years. Nothing like, I kind of tried to limit it because I have had a couple different jobs, but like my main job I've had for 2 years. I did do, I worked at a camp before that, and I thought that was kind of important. It was a summer job, and I worked at my school, so I thought that was kind of important, so I put that in also. I think the earliest job that I put in was like 2007, 2008 maybe. Anything before that I felt was really insignificant. And so I applied. And basically, I think everybody kind of gets through this part. I haven't heard anybody that hasn't, but maybe about 2 hours after, well, they of course sent you the thank you email right away, and then about 2 hours after the thank you email came through, I was invited to take the web-based interview, which I think is a little bit misleading in the name, honestly. They call it a web-based interview. It doesn't really feel like an interview. It's more like a psychological kind of survey, maybe like a play on your mind a little bit. It really makes you think. And what somebody, well, a lot of people on YouTube had brought to my attention is that Disney is very consistent, and they look for that consistency. They look for you to be honest and consistent in everything that you're doing and every answer that you're giving. I want to say it took me about like 45 minutes to complete the entire thing. And they started out with just a couple of like general questions. Are you able to work as a U.S. citizen? Yada yada, that kind of stuff. And then the first like 30 questions, they ask you like a main question, and you have to answer that. One of them that I remember was, what would your coworkers describe you as, or go to you for? And it was like one, expertise, your kindness, your advice, things like that. And then you pick the one that best suits you. And then from there, they ask you a couple of other questions on a scale of 1 to 5, and they'll tell you like 1 is the least or 5 is the most, or vice versa. Are you outgoing? Are you honest? Are you, and then they'll go from there on. And I want to say there's about like 6 or 7 of those questions, and then they go back to another like general question, and they ask you mini questions about that. In the middle of it, there is a break. I believe you can take as long as you want for the break. It's between sections. It's the first 30 and then the second 20 questions. I didn't take a break. I wanted to get it done because I was nervous. And the second 20 questions are, basically they set it up for you where the question is on the line, and then underneath that you have to select like strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, agree, and then strongly agree. And honestly, like my answers were kind of all over the place. I didn't put a lot of agree or disagree. It was either a strongly or a neutral. So I tried to really stay true to my answers. And just be careful. Honestly, they ask you a lot of the same question, just different ways. So be careful about that, because it did stop me up. And I'm going to be 100% honest. one of the questions I knew was a repeat question, and I couldn't remember what my answer was. So I took too long because the questions are timed. You really do have enough time to answer, except for that one question that I got stopped on. And I think it was like 25 seconds you have to answer the question. And I took too long, and the screen went gray. And it just said, you know, we're sorry, you've taken too long to answer this question. Please take a breather or take a minute and then go back. If when you want to continue, press continue. And from that moment, I was like, oh my gosh, I didn't get it. I definitely didn't get it. But I did. So I continued with the web-based interview. As soon as you finish, something pops up. It's not even like, you don't even get a warning. So I was expecting, like, I hit next, expected to see the next question, and it just said, like, thank you at the top of it. And I, like, looked at my friend sitting next to me. I was like, what does that mean? What does that mean? What do I do now? I got really nervous, but she was like, no, you did it. You got in. So I was very excited, and I saved everything so far. I've taken screenshots of everything just to keep in a folder on my computer to make sure that I have everything saved. And after that, a couple hours later, maybe an hour or two after, I got another email saying you have, I think it was 3 days you have, to choose an appointment for your phone interview. Your phone interview, from what I've heard, is about like anywhere from 10 minutes to a half an hour, and I have my phone interview tomorrow at 10 o'clock in the morning, and I'm really nervous, but I'm really excited. And my advice to myself, I hope this helps me, I didn't want it to sound too rehearsed, so I didn't really practice too much. But a couple of the questions that I'm like, have heard that they ask and that I'm assuming that they're going to ask, like, why do you want to be a part of this program, or what can you bring to the program? I've jotted down little notes for myself that I'm going to keep on a index card with me. And hopefully that will help me to kind of stay on track so I don't just babble on the phone. And I'll make another video tomorrow if I'm not destroyed after my phone interview. I'm getting really nervous, though, because some people actually got in already. They got their acceptance letters already. What I've been hearing is that they're doing it in droves of roll. So people in attractions and quick service food and beverage already got their acceptances. I'm sure there's more to come because that seems like they need a lot of people for that. I'm just nervous because I didn't put either of those down as my choices. So hopefully they have enough spaces in what I'm looking for, and hopefully it'll go well. I've also been given a tip by my representative for my school for Disney College program. He's said to me that I should do my actual interview in front of a mirror to make sure that I'm smiling and to make sure that it's a genuine smile, because they can tell if you're smiling over the phone. Disney people are always so happy. I'm sure that they can tell. So wish me luck, and I'll make another video tomorrow. Thanks, guys. Bye.